I am having a 1/18th life crisis. I'm 18 years old and have my whole life ahead of me. I'm supposed to go out and follow my heart, figure out whatever it is I want to do in this life. I need to find myself. But I just keep finding myself going to the mall and falling for whatever deal Victoria's Secret is currently having. I mean, the only profound truth I've realized about myself recently is that I have black hair. I thought I was a dirty blonde this whole time. I think often about how these are the good old days I'm gonna look back on when I'm 80, and I'm just trying to give my 80-year-old self more to look back on than me sitting around wondering what I'm gonna give her to look back on. I had plenty of aspirations as a kid. I knew that when I was an adult, I was finally gonna be on Disney Channel, live in New York City, be able to poop all on my own. Big kid stuff. I heard a quote that said that you are currently living out something that you were hoping for 5 years ago. And considering me from 5 years ago was way more ambitious and productive than I am today, I think she'd be pretty disappointed in my progress. 5 years ago, I was 13 years old. I was making friends, exploring my town, I was enrolled in an acting class. Now, last week, I bought a planner and I needed 3 days off to recover from all the productivity I did. I mean, last week, the only thing I did one day was take my car to the car wash where they wash your car for you, and I went to bed that night with body aches from pure exhaustion. But then again, the difference between 13-year-old me and 18-year-old me now is that I am an adult. Since then, I have graduated high school, learned how to drive a car, and applied for college. I didn't get in anywhere, but I did get a masterclass subscription, which is basically the same thing. If anything, I'd argue a masterclass subscription is more useful than a college degree. I mean, I took Natalie Portman's acting class and learned so much from her. I really think I could play her in a documentary on her life. We look a lot alike. You just have to see me with my hair down. Anyway, I'm 18. I am, of course, fully ready to decide what I'll do for the rest of my life. Not a few months ago when I was 17 and a little kid. I mean, you're way too young at 17. Your mom is still buying you pull-ups then. And you know what? I am a big kid now. So I'm gonna go to college and spend $100,000 on a degree. Because that is a good idea with only good outcomes. That is also why I have decided to get a degree in art with an emphasis on the big toes found in postmodern 18th century blue and gold, slightly slanted to the left paintings. I'm sure I'll have a long and prosperous career in that field. Growing up, my mom always wanted me to be a lawyer because one time I asked her if she could get me food because I was hungry, and she said, "Wow, you presented your case and made a strong argument for it. Go into law." And she just never let it go. I know I can make a lot of money in law, but it's a lot of work. My dad thinks I'll be great at it because I really like to read and lawyers have to read a lot, but I like to read romance and mysteries, not the literal US Constitution, which I guess is a mystery. As a lawyer, I could say to a judge, yeah, my client did kill someone, but they didn't think that hard about it before doing it, so take it easy. It's not that deep. And that's completely legal. Plus, I can't take all the charades and formalities. The judge wants me to stand there and hang my head and call them Your Honor while they're sitting there wearing that ridiculous robe. I wish they'd just admit that they really wanted to go into drag. I mean, I don't know. The possibilities for my life are endless, but I don't have any job experience. Not unless you count driving for Uber, which in that case I do have tons. I've never officially been an Uber driver, but I have driven my mother to the airport, so same thing. I have faith everything will work out well. I will create a life that I will wake up excited to live every single day. At least that is what I'm affirming in my morning affirmations. Which do work, by the way. I've been affirming to myself that I'm living a life with millions of dollars in effortless success. And since then, I have been living, just waiting on the rest.